Well, good evening everybody, welcome back to VP4TV. We've got two matches tonight. Fortunately, this is the start of my days off. The first match tonight there won't be a problem because it starts in about 5 minutes time, and that's a one-loss side match between LS3 from the UK brackets England against Zangetsu from South Africa. So the one-loss side match will start at quarter to the hour, and to follow that, early Wednesday morning, this is a crazy bit, at 2 AM my time, we have a round 4 match between Chiku, who is the favourite for the Virtual 3 Cushion World Championship, up against one guy that could cause him problems on the day, and that is Vinces. Don't worry about the name, his name is Vinces, that's the one you'll understand. And that is at 2 AM, so that'll be a race to 20. What I intend to do is to cover this match, probably get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee after it, then head to bed, set my alarm, and get up in the middle of the night to cover this big match. I want to see the two of these guys going at it. Not many of you will be there, I don't think, unless you're across the pond. It should be a good match, I'm hoping it will be. So LS3 has predicted her own future in the YouTube chat. She's typed in 11-7 to Zangetsu, to which I replied bullshit. I think she's playing the wild card there. I think she's got every intention of causing problems, and certainly is capable of doing that against Zangetsu. Zangetsu's big claim to fame is he took the scalp of Stubb last year in the early rounds of the Black Ball tournament last year, sent Stubb to the one-loss side. So we wait on that. Now I'm going to have a quick tab because I don't know whether Steve said he could be here again, because I can never remember. So it's just a matter of a quick tab out and a quick look. No sign of him there. So welcome everybody, welcome to Dwight, welcome to, I think I saw Lard there. Good luck to LS3, and welcome to anybody else that's watching. No doubt a few more will probably drop in. So hopefully again the audio is good. It's coming through loud and clear. So about, the other news I've got is that I was away at my dinner, but Semi-Pro messaged me in the VP4 lobby that this was, I think, yesterday, that he had sent a proposal through to Stubb for his match in the one-loss side of the Black Ball World Championships, and as far as I'm aware there's been no response of it. I've already tagged Stubb twice on Facebook to tell him to get the thing accepted, that is usually just messing about. So we know that he's been sent a proposal. It's just a matter of when he decides to accept it. Welcome to Mark. Well, I got a letter through yesterday when I got home. There was a letter through the door, and for the first time in 30 years I have had an invitation, a citation to the local sheriff court for jury duty in January next year. I'm fair looking forward to that. I mean, I was called away, it must be 30 years ago I was called away, and that was back in the day when you had to just go. You never knew whether you were going to be in the jury. You had to show up each day, and then you ended up getting sent home. I never get picked the last time, and hopefully the same thing happens this time around. Anyway, quick tab again. Again, no sign of Steve, so that's almost knocking on the start of the match. So if he's going to appear, he will appear in the room, and then I'll know whether he's in He's in, what do you call it again, Discord. Well, the one thing they have improved, I noticed, is that when I got the letter through, it's got a QR code on it, which you scan, and then it takes you to the site to confirm your details, so that's you acknowledging that you've had the citation, and then it tells you you have to phone an automated number the night before the trial date, and that'll tell you whether you have to come in or not. And as I say, hopefully I don't get picked. I'd rather be sitting at home or at work rather than waste my time doing that. Right, well, that is time. We are just gone past the 1:45 the hour. I'm going to have one other quick tab. We'll probably miss the lag. Right. So, no sign of Steve. Let's get in the room. If he shows, he shows. They're probably lagging off now. That's why I can't get in. In fact, LS3's in. We're waiting on Zangetsu arriving. I just need to change the cloth colour. I probably won't be able to do that because he'll probably come in. Right, there we go. So the chat will correct itself in a second, as it always does. Fingers crossed. So remember, one lost side is a race to 11. And we have both players in. We've got LS3 on the right side of the screen. Zangetsu on the far side now, as we lag off. And LS3 has nailed it. So she gets first break. And a handful of balls have gone in. And, well, I think she would have liked to have been on the reds on that left-hand side there, simply because you can pot that red and go on that awkward red. This is look at the shot she's got. She's practically got no shot that's easy here to start off. Well, that's a good shot, and she's in good shape now, because this is the same problem. You can pot that red and just hold the cue ball for this awkward red and get rid of that. You certainly don't want to leave that any longer. And she's getting into it way too much. Way too much backspin on that cue ball. That was definitely an adjuster to the cue ball shot, that, if ever you've seen one. Overhit that by a fair bit. And that was not difficult, just to kill the cue ball and hold it there. She wanted back into a slightly better line, but overdone it. And now it's going to be hard work. Hard work from the point of view that the red's still where it is, and there's another one up top where the 8 ball is. So, well, she's going to bite the bullet and take the tough cut on. That's what she's lining up to do. She's having a look at it. Right, Steve's arrived. Late as usual. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, LS3 on... I was talking about a problem ball, and she had a red that she played up the rail there to get onto that red that she's tried to cut in, and now she's lost the rack. The 8 ball's gone. Well, that all went pear-shaped with that one shot there, and that's cost her.
Yeah, so, well, she should be a heavy favorite in this. You know, it'll be interesting. Last time we saw her play, she played very well. I mean, is she going to be able to maintain that? That's the question.
Look at the 8 ball. Look where it's ended up. Well, you certainly don't want to be banging balls around the table now.
Well, I mean, Zangetsu is a good player, but you know, he's really. I'm not sure he does anything better than LS3. So, that's hard to win, you know, when you're in the situation where, you know, other player pots balls better, they move the cue ball better, they play safe better. You know, it's like when you have no advantages, you're going to have to play great and get some help.
Mm-hmm. That was
Well,
that shot the LS3 messed up there, though. That was a gilt edge chance. The Reds were sitting good in that first rack.
I'll tell you what I'd do here. I'd bump that
Big
red,
boo-boo.
put the cue ball right behind the yellow.
Yeah,
and the
just
reason
duck
why
it.
I do that is it'll get the red out in a better place and just, you know, make her kick at balls. You know, make it tough. I guess I'm just kind of a nasty person, but I feel like, you know, the way to play.
Well,
Yeah, didn't hit it good. That was a problem. Didn't get where he needed to get it. But that was a good shot. Just didn't get there. Wanted to get it locked on it. I mean, she still didn't have much, but you know, you're giving her a chance there.
good evening to CP. So, what about this match in the middle of the night, Steve, or evening time, your time?
Well, you know, that's
have you got the
that should be a
patience
good
for a
one.
3-cushion? I don't think you've really got the stomach for 3-cushion, Steve.
Oh, you know, with those players, I do.
I mean,
it's not going to be a long match. I think that match is going to go fast.
Well, I'm going to do this match, and then I'm going to, as I said earlier, I'm going to get a coffee or a cup of tea, head to bed, set my alarm, and get up in the middle of the night for it, because I'm off tomorrow anyway. The Chiku game is 2 AM in the morning UK time, which is
So
like...
that's like 9 o'clock my time or 10 o'clock. What am I, 4 difference? I'm 5 difference. It's
5,
10 o'clock
yeah.
or 9 o'clock, I think.
And I mentioned also to the viewers that Semi-Pro sent me a message in the lobby. I wasn't here at the time, I was away getting dinner, but when I got back, I got the PM and it said that he had sent a proposal into Stub. I have been on at Stub twice to get the thing accepted, but there's no...
Stub is walking on a very thin
No
wire at this
response.
point. Stub is he's, you know, he's gonna get kicked out of some of these tournaments pretty soon. The way things are going, I mean, his problems he's having with his connection, or I think it's his connection. Could be something else. Could be something on his system, but they're not good.
Well, the unexplainable thing is how come he has the last match that I streamed with Stub was perfect. There wasn't any problem, and yet the one that I missed was the one that Stubb said he couldn't get into the room with Fast Eddie and ended up forfeiting. So, I mean, it's either, as you know, it's black and white with Stubb as far as the way the way his game goes in VP4. I don't know what the hell it is, but it seems strange.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on. I mean, I'm perplexed about it. I don't understand what it is. I mean, it could potentially be a problem on the server, but I tend to think not, just because he's the only one having it. But, you know, I mean, I can't rule out it's a server problem, but I haven't been able to figure out how it could possibly happen, what's going on.
And it seems just to be him then.
Well, I mean... you know, I'm not absolutely certain anything. I would suspect that it's his system or his connection because we're not seeing it from anybody else.
No.
But, I mean, I've taken a look at the server and the logs, and I can't see how it could happen, honestly. I'm just, like, completely baffled.
Well, I think I could I could get the idea that that Steve would have every intention of avoiding Stubb at all costs. Not a case of not wanting to be messed with. It doesn't want to be seen with him.
So if you haven't heard, Stubb went through on the match with Fast Eddie in the 3-cushion. And that was kind of a tough one. You know, they agreed to play Monday night, and then Eddie couldn't play.
Oh, so that's more news I didn't know about.
Yeah, so I was tempted just to put Eddie through anyways. But Eddie was like, well, you know, you can do what you want. If you want to put him through, go ahead and do it. So I didn't really have a good reason to put Stubb through, other than Eddie was not, you know, really firm on it, and he seemed to have a lot of commitments and time issues right now. So I refunded Eddie his entry and put Stubb through.
Oh dear!
I talked to Stubb and I told him, you know, you're at the end of the rope. You got any problems with your system, and that's going to be it. You know, you're losing the matches, you're getting DQ'd, you're not, you know. He claims he's going to get a new connection, and I don't know that will fix it. I think it will. That's my guess what the issue is, but I don't really know. Lots of people have had bad connections and not had the specific issue Stubb has about not being able to enter the room, or, you know, having things go wacky.
Well, I wonder if we should tell Semi-Pro that. Yeah. Well, here's Slim arrived. I wonder if that'll annoy Semi-Pro even more, knowing that Stubb's been gifted through to the next round in the 3 cushion. That'll really piss him off.
Of course it will, but you know, that's part of Semi-Pro's whole problem, is he's worried about a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with playing and winning this match, and you know, he could end up losing to Stubb just because, you know, he goes goofy, because he lets Stubb get to him, and you just can't be like that and compete. I mean, I went through that a lot. I learned that if I go into a match, you know, and holding something against somebody, I don't like them, or this guy's this or that, and all it does is hurt myself. So I got rid of all that. I don't care what the person is, what they've done. I'm just going to go out and play the match. And that's what Semi-Pro needs to do with Stubb, because letting him get to you is just bad for you and good for him.
Well, this is as good as LS3. In fact, it's better than what she probably expected, at least having a bank. I don't know whether she's played. No, she's played the bank.
This is tough. I mean, the safety's tough. I would shoot this just because you got to be a little careful. You could make the 8-ball here if you hit this too hard.
Yeah, it's way wide. I think she had to stun that in rather than sort of go the gentle way.
Yeah, well, I mean, she almost made the 8 as it was. I think if she would have hit that more straight on, you know, I don't know. It's weird with this light cue ball, but she needs to kind of reset here. You know, Zangetsu is good enough that if she doesn't play well, he can win. I mean, he's not any slouch.
So, not the start LS3 wanted.
Oh, one pocket slim. Is that your Semi-Pro? Is that your Semi-Pro imitation there?
So Zangetsu got the gift of the first rack, with LS3 potting that 8-ball.
I don't know, Coldest P. I think it's going to be hard for Stubb to win that match because Semi-Pro plays so much better than he does in this game.
Well, you see, the thing is, though,
not really close.
I think the problem with Semi-Pro is he's going to be playing Stubb and not playing the table. You know, I wonder how long that'll take before that kicks in. Because if Stubb... When's the deadline for that match, by the way? Do we know? Is it another few days yet?
Yeah, I think it's got to be another few days. That's a hot seat match, so it's probably a bunch of time.
Stubb will be hanging off just to annoy him even more, and probably Semi-Pro will send another proposal, or he's just made up his mind he's sending one and that's it, waiting in some sort of reply from him.
Well, if Zangetsu can get out on this table, and it's doable, he's got one problem ball. If he can get to that ball and get that thing loose.
It's LS3 at the table, though.
Oh, okay. If LS3 can get to that. Oh, LS3 has no problem balls. All right, never mind. Yeah, LS3 should win this. I mean...
I think she's maybe a bit straight in this. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, this is
Well,
this is a little ugly here because this is where this cue ball. What you need to do is you need to go 2 rails and somehow get to a spot where you're going to have to run into one of these yellows.
No, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be stunning this in maybe with a wee bit of right to check it, because you just need to get out past the 8.
I think you go forward and get past the 8 because
that's the problem.
I think you could have gone forward there because it would have gone wide of that yellow. And if you had topspin on it, it might curve around and then bounce out. That's my guess, is that you could have put a lot of topspin on that and come around to the end rail and out.
Well, again, I'm no expert in this table, but my commentator's eye said, why not stun it in with a wee bit of right English just to check the rail, but enough pace to get out. You know, that wasn't really a very...
Well, but that's what I'm saying. I think, you know, with the way this cue ball goes sideways, I think what you actually wanted to do is hit it with top and not stun, because it was going to go around that yellow. Even though it didn't look like it, with that cue ball, I think it would have gone around the yellow.
Well, problem ball's going to disappear right now, that red. So this is a test for Zangetsu to run the full table. Oh,
yeah, you got to be a little careful here, because you know, that was a well played, because you don't want to put that red in a spot that you're going to regret. I mean, he's all good here. He doesn't want to shoot this combo. This is kind of funny.
No, this is...
If you are going to shoot the combo, you got to be in a good position where you can be sure you're just going to lay that other yellow in front of the pocket.
Well, put it this way: if he goes up table and then he decides he wants to come back down to play the combo, he could end up back where he is right now, and he'll have the same problem of trying to get out there and bumping that red to get out for the yellow again.
Well, I mean, you know, there's so much room above it. It's just that you need to get on that pretty good so that you can dink it and make sure you leave the ball in front of the hole and not stuck on the end rail or on top of the red or someplace you don't want it.
I couldn't see enough of it, I don't think, even if I go at it right now. He has now, but he's going to take the one up top, and that looks a bit straight. I don't like the way that's sitting.
Yeah. I mean, you can shoot it now. I don't particularly like the distance, but you could definitely shoot it. You know, you just have to hit it good. If you hit it pretty straight on, you should be okay.
Well,
man, he's going to shoot this, and this is, well, this is not the angle I'd want for shooting the combo. I think if you don't hit it too hard, it's hard to get it on top of the red. Yeah, that's well done.
Yeah, there was nothing to stop him potting that red and just getting out of the way when he had that free shot.
Yeah, maybe that would be the best thing to do. I don't know, you know, I'm so not used to this game.
See, this shot here, you know, you've got to make sure you avoid hitting the red now.
Yeah, that's easy with that cue ball. That cue ball is so light, it goes sideways like crazy.
Well, here's another problem, because again, you try and tweak the cue ball to avoid hitting the red.
No, you won't hit the red here. I mean, this cue ball is so light, all you have to do is draw it a little. Well, there's no way you're hitting that red.
This is thin, though.
Well, he didn't draw it. See that? He needed to draw that ball to miss the red.
He should be good though now.
Yeah, he's okay. So it's 3-0 now, and LS3 better wake up.
And of course it's 3-0, but it's Zangetsu's break. So chance to pile on the pressure here. Got a ball, couple of balls. Well, look at the reds. Well, I think the yellows are favourites, so, but where's your first yellow? The yellows are favourites simply because that red there's a problem. But you've got to play either, and I don't know, you'd have to play a thin cut in that yellow to try and get it to that yellow, or try and manufacture a 3-ball combo here. This is ugly to start off with, or a billiard off the yellow into the yellow. It looks as if he's trying to play the cut. He's got enough room. What the hell's Zig been up to? Zig was in the doubles last night.
Yeah, he's now up to player abuse. That's why he just got kicked.
Oh, another bad loser. Another Jana.
Well, you know, here's Zangetsu at the oh boy.
Well,
that's I guess I just cursed him with that thought. Here, I was thinking here he's going to run out again and win this.
Well, he thought about it for a little while there, decided it wasn't worth the risk trying to play some sort of combo with the yellows, ended up choosing the reds, and the
reds were fine.
Yeah, well, he still had that problem one, which is on the top rail now, so if he ever gets back to the table, he's going to have a similar problem, but he's got an easy red to get to it, and LS3...
LS3 needs to shoot this one she's looking at right now, the one straight into the corner, just hit a little stop shot here.
Well, Steve can't Steve can't form an opinion in that. Slim, he's never in watching the doubles.
It's because Hugh has no conscience.
You know,
you probably don't either. That's I'll tell you that right now, that's the most important thing in being a good team player is no conscience.
The fact that I played the crucial safety last night in the final rack to win it is immaterial. You know.
I'll tell you this now. I'm a great team player. I've played tons of team pool gambling, and I just have zero conscience. And if you have that,
Steve buries a good teammate. Steve buries his partners as good as I do, Slim.
Well, the way I look at it is, you know, I look at it the same way for my partners I do for me. You know, I know that they're, you know, playing as hard as they can. And, you know, as long as they're not trying to lose on purpose. And I'm doing the same thing. So when I screw up, I don't feel bad about it because, you know, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to win the money. And you know, a lot of people, you know, they feel this obligation to somebody else and they start feeling bad when they mess up. And, you know, that's just a pit you fall into. And if you want to be good at playing any kind of team game like doubles, you just can't be like that. You have to have no conscience.
Well, I just let Slim do what he does, and then and likewise I do what I do, and then we both suffer the consequences of the poor shot and having to dig each other out a hole.
Well, you know, the thing about pool is, in general, even, you know, when you're not playing a team game, you're just playing singles, if you can play like you don't give a shit, you've got a huge advantage over most people. Because that's how good players play, is that they don't feel tons of pressure. If you're taking a lot of heat, you know, it's one thing being nervous, that's okay, but, you know, taking heat, and if you're doing that, you're going to lose a lot.
Well, the rule is you've still got to play the right shot. That's it. You know, don't chicken out and playing the proper shot.
And honestly, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't play well when I haven't been playing. Because it usually takes me a day or two of competing to start playing good. And I think one of the reasons why is I'm just not used to being in competition, and I'm just not comfortable, and I start taking heat, and just takes me a day or two to get in that mode.
Well, LS3 had a blast there. And the good thing about that is she didn't disturb the red and the yellow up top. That's still a lifeline for the time being.
But you know what? I mean, honestly, with the other ball sitting right there by it and all these other balls on the table, I just don't think that...
that's not going in.
Yeah, look at that. Well, that's fine. I just think that she's in deep trouble this game because he's got, you know... What she should do here is something like that. That's actually a pretty good play because she just made it a lot harder for him.
Yeah, Zangetsu's, I mean, he's really in charge right now.
Well, Zangetsu, you know, he plays like an experienced player in this game. He plays smart. He plays table position, and you know, he's no dummy here. Let's see what he tries to do here. That's a good play. And I was thinking of that play because, you know, a lot of people don't do stuff like that, you know, just roll it up on top of the ball. And the reason why that's a good play is because it's super simple.
She's got it wrong.
Yeah, and now he's got a free ball.
She's got it wrong.
How could you mess up that play? What he just did there, anybody watching this could do that, you know, 20 out of 20 times. That's the simplest play in the world, but, you know, it's very effective.
Now, that shot there, I mean, I knew the LS3 was thinking that shot. She was looking at trying to kick the red into the pocket or get it over the pocket. And the problem with that cue ball is...
that's all she needed to do.
Well, she had to judge the right English, and she just didn't judge it at all. Didn't get enough on it.
It may have run out of English because the English comes off the ball when it's rolling. And when it's rolling slow, you know, you're going to lose the English before it gets to the rail sometimes. And you know, that can do you like that. You think, okay, I'll put English on it, it should move over, but the English wears off, or most of it wears off, and it doesn't open up.
Well, looking ahead here, Zangetsu's, well, I mean, again, he could clear the one into the side pocket, he could take the one in the corner right now, and then go for this breakout with these two yellows. I mean, he can get to the yellow, no problem. He'll be getting a hit on it. And the chances are that yellow will stay there or thereabouts because it's going to back out onto that red, is it not?
Yeah, I'd shoot the one in the side pocket right now and come down a little and get an angle on this where you can shoot this and hit it. You need either do that or shoot the one in the corner. I think it's easier to get position than the one on the side. You just need a little angle to move that.
Why not take the two on the side though? Why not take the two on the side there? See that one there? That's extended from the side pocket.
But this gives you the perfect angle now, and you've got a ball hung in the pocket, so it's hard to snooker yourself.
That's what I thought. That yellow was going to stay there.
He tried to snooker himself. Well, he didn't hit it hard enough. You know, he needed to hit that and get everything out of there.
Oh, that's tight to get to that. If he was looking getting out of there with that, he's going to have to play this up table.
I think he's better off shooting the ball up table myself, but, you know, I mean, it's whatever you're comfortable with at this point.
Well, this is tight.
The problem is the cue ball, and that's well played. You know, that's a shot that I guess if you play on this table, you probably know it, the double bumper hit.
Yeah, it was so far in the pocket, and he'd very little of it to actually hit.
Yeah, he needs to shoot this ball now. Yeah. Well, almost missed it. He hit the red.
Oh, good evening to it. Well, this
isn't a gimme, lead. I expect he's going to make it.
Well, LS3 maybe ironically has typed in her own prediction for the match score on YouTube when she came in earlier on, 11-7 to Zangetsu. Well, I mean, she might be right.
I don't know why she would be thinking that she'd be the underdog in this. She should be the favorite, and she's playing like she's not playing like she did last match. I mean, is it what Zangetsu's doing at the table? That may be part of it. Sometimes when you play against somebody that's playing a lot of safeties and playing smart and playing a moving game, you know, that can throw you off if you're not used to that. It's funny because my one pocket game, which isn't particularly good, I actually play better against the better players than I do against these guys that just sit there and push balls and play defense and move. And, you know, you get these players that are really experienced playing one pocket players, but they don't have a very high gear as far as pool ability. I mean, they're decent players, but not, you know, not even close to maybe my speed. And I have trouble beating those guys because I have trouble playing that kind of game. But when you play the good players, they go for stuff a lot, you know. They play real aggressive. So I get more chances, and I actually play better against guys that are better, and just because I don't handle that strategy well, and that may be what's happening in LS3 here. She just may be a little thrown off by how Zangetsu is playing.
So, what you think that Zig is Z Karaoke? Because he's not been around for a long, long time. Well, either that. Well, it's either one of two things. It's either he's got a new account, or B, he sent in for an option to change his name. I don't think he'd be that clever enough to know that you can do that.
I don't remember Z Karaoke having a name change. So it's watch out. Whoa, see that's the kind of move I don't like, because you know all kinds of bad stuff could have happened there.
Well, here's a little dink. Now this is not come back far enough.
Well, this is not the angle you want. I mean, she couldn't pull it back too far, because you know you get yourself in trouble if you get snookered on the yellow. But this is absolutely no good.
Well, she might be banking it. I don't know that the bank's going to help a great deal.
Even banking, it's not good. I mean, this is rough. And she would have had some kind of shot on it. Not a great one, but she would have had something. Well, I mean, it's just painful, and pulls like this, and LS3 is kind of at that level where she played great last match, and now she's struggling this match. And you know, when you're in that kind of space where you're just kind of inconsistent, that's my space. That's my space in real life, is inconsistent like this. And it's very frustrating, because you know you can play way better than you're playing, but you just can't seem to get anything to happen.
Well, Zangetsu's got a little test for him here. If he gets these balls up the top of the table, although he's going to have a tight one into the side here, is he not? I don't think this is particularly inviting.
No, it's not. And
oh, he's got it.
It's in.
Well, I mean, here's the test now. This is a
tricky little table.
Yeah, this is a test.
You've got to, you know, this isn't that bad if you understand where to put the cue ball. I mean, the biggest problem he's got right now is these angles aren't good. I think he'll probably roll this one in the corner and then shoot the one in the side. That's what he's looking at doing here. He's going to roll forward here and then shoot this next ball in the corner. And then somehow he's got to get behind that ball. And the light cue ball, he didn't hit it quite hard enough.
Left it short.
Because ideally you wanted to be able to knock this in the side and come around behind and shoot this yellow up table. You might be able to shoot it in the corner right now. You know, I mean, if you can, that might be the thing to do. I mean, it's just kind of kill the cue ball and try to come back up table for the 1 by the 8 off the other one. I mean, that's what I'd be doing here. I'd shoot this ball into the corner and just hit it soft and try to get position on this ball down table so I could come up and shoot the other one in the side.
Watch that 8 ball getting pushed over. No, he's missed it. He's missed it completely.
Yeah, that's a good shot. See, now he's got his choice.
Hang on a minute. He's fouled. He's hit the... What the hell happened here?
Oh, that must have just been a brush of the 8.
Oh, I never even seen it.
That must have been the paint off the 8 ball.
Yeah, the worry I thought was that if he played that any fuller, he was going to brush, he was going to get a chunk of the 8 and send it towards that red, but he actually just glanced it. A feather. Well,
that's a break for LS3 there.
Oh, that's a bonus.
Because,
big bonus.
You know, he wasn't out yet, but I think he had a pretty good chance the way he was on that yellow to get on the next one and get out.
Well, red is good in.
She's got a ball in, and
well, I think it's got to be reds, isn't it?
Well, obviously it's got to be reds. I mean, the yellows aren't bad, but there's one that isn't particularly good right now. Although that one probably would go in with the other red. But I mean, the reds look good. I don't know why you'd think about taking yellows, other than the fact if you didn't like the first shot.
Oh, that's now that you mention that, CP. What was the name? What's the name of the Scottish guy? He was playing today.
That was the right shot, and she's going to shoot the right shot here.
What the hell is his name? McGill, Anthony McGill.
This little dink. Oh, she's supposed to go to the side pocket next. What was that?
Well,
that was terrible.
She's still okay. She's got a shot.
Yeah, that was terrible, though. She was supposed to dink that and then shoot the ball she just ran into.
So Anthony McGill, the Scottish player, was playing in the UK Championships today, Steve. And for the last few months, apparently, he's been experimenting with the carbon snooker cue, and that was the one he was using today. So that's even more reason why we should have one in VP4.
We do have one.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
A carbon snooker cue.
Oh, for snooker.
Yes, and it didn't do Anthony McGill much good because he get his ass handed to him. But that's besides the point. It looked cool. Well, the reason to wear the glove is to because you get sweat and dirt in your hands.
Now, see this whole business here. The reason why this happened is because of what happened earlier when she didn't dink that shot and ran into it, because she wanted to leave that red down there to get on the black. That was all caused by what happened, 3 shots ago. Because playing position out of the pocket's kind of tricky, but it was pretty easy to just come back a little and get a shot on that red that was close to the rail that she had to shoot because she ran into the other ones. It's just all a matter. It's all shades of gray in these games.
Well, believe it or not, there's pressure on Zangetsu here. This table doesn't really have a problem. He's back looking at this combo to start with. When he could, watch the cue ball. You see, that's the problem. Now,
oh boy.
Now, if he'd done what I was going to do, I would have potted the yellow up the rail there, the one up top, and then left the combo from a much better angle than that. So that's another gift, because you let the cue ball running loose there and it's scratched.
I don't know if shooting a combo was bad, but not controlling the cue ball certainly was.
It was at that angle, because the cue ball just leaked straight into the side pocket. Another gift for LS3. She's been allowed to stay in this.
Well, I think I said from the beginning she is the favorite because I think she plays better in Zangetsu. But
well, that's evidence here.
Really, she's lucky to be where she is. I mean, he had the bad break where he took the paint on the 8-ball last game and then, made a silly mistake this game. I mean, he could be way up on her right now. And, the problem he's got is if he lets her hang around, eventually she's going to start playing better.
CP, have you not thought of some other reason that they're also wearing the glove? I'll give you that.
No, I can tell you why you wear the glove.
Well,
I mean, I've played with carbon fiber for 5 years now. I can tell you why you have to wear it. You don't have to, but I tell you why all the players wear a glove, because the carbon fiber just doesn't feel good on your skin, and it gums up. It's just not good. You want it to slide smooth and be good. I mean, it's.
Yeah,
does anybody play without a glove with carbon fiber? Yeah, I've seen people do it, but you're talking about maybe just a 2 or 3% of the people out there that have them. Almost everybody uses a glove.
Well, you're talking about pool, Steve. We're talking about snooker, because
it doesn't matter. It's a cue stick that goes on your fingers. It's the same thing.
But I mean, the guys that are using it, there's a couple of guys using it. One today, the Scottish guy, and Kyron Wilson, he was using it. And he's not got a carbon fibre cue, he's just got a normal maple cue or whatever it is. But anyway, there's another reason why they're wearing the glove. And I bet you that...
Because they want to look like Michael Jackson?
No, but I bet you somebody has approached them and said, we're manufacturing these gloves, they're going to get a little sponsorship bonus if they wear it, because that way it sets a trend, and you'll get people down the snooker hall looking for the same glove. Oh, look, the cue ball's gone again.
Well, he's going goofy. Well, they may get a sponsorship, but I'm telling you right now, they're wearing a glove for a reason. I play with carbon. you have to realize now that probably of people that really play pool here, probably half of them play with carbon fiber shafts. Well, probably more than half. I mean, so when I say you hardly ever see somebody without a glove, and you're looking at thousands of people playing with these shafts, I mean, there's a reason why you wear a glove. It's not just, you know, trust me, I don't have any sponsorship deals for wearing gloves.
The VP4 glove. Well, LS3 has, well, she's got her own little test here, getting out now. Obviously, we would put her as more of a favourite to get this job done with this table.
Well, I mean, the last match we watched with her, she had this table, she was out every time. I don't think she ever failed to get out on an easy table. It was just like clockwork. So she should be out here. I think she's starting to get in rhythm. I think she's gotten over whatever issues she had up front. You know, it's to become, for her to start winning these tournaments, she's got to be able to prepare better coming into these matches where, you know,
watch it going straight.
She's okay. Where she doesn't have to struggle. You know, you don't want to do this and struggle and then, you know, give your opponent 4-game lead and before you decide you want to start playing.
Well, she's going to have to bail out up table here. This is no good.
This is definitely no good.
She ended up 2 straight in that red in the short rail.
This is so bad, I'd think about playing safe. Because if you shoot this ball, then the next shot's not going to be any fun.
Watch the cue ball. Oh,
yeah. See, this is not any fun. Her play here, she's got to run into that red, and it's pretty easy because this cue ball is going to go sideways. It's very difficult to avoid that. You just want to shove that red at the pocket. You know, you just want to try to get the speed. You don't have to hit this real hard to run into that red because it's going to go sideways. Yep, that's well done. That's what she needed.
Now, straight back out for the 8 into the side.
Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, I mean, I don't play this game. I'm not used to this cue ball, but I know one thing, and you keep hearing me say it goes sideways more than, you know, the other cue balls. And a lot of people don't really realize how much sideways a normal cue ball goes. They think, oh, if I shoot this shot, I'm going to run into this ball, when it's going to loop around the ball, you know? And this ball goes sideways more. So my advice is if you're playing this game and struggling with a cue ball, just think it's going to go sideways more before it starts rolling. And that's kind of a simple thing.
Now, do I start winding semi-pro up now, or do I give them a couple of minutes? What do I do? Do I just...
Oh, you can't resist. You can't wait a couple minutes. I know you.
Oh, dear.
She's looking at the yellows here.
Good evening to semi-pro.
I like the yellows here.
Well, it's watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball.
She wanted to be. I think she was trying to play position on that one that's sort of in jail. She's going to get a couple tries at this. This other ball doesn't go, I don't think.
Well, it doesn't go now, that one.
She just made it worse.
Wait a minute, though. Let's get the...
Well, I think you got to get this one ball out of here, and then sort of, I don't know, you know, you might even miss that ball. It might have been a good idea just to miss that, although, you know, Zangetsu plays good enough that it's kind of simple move like that might not throw him. I mean, this is getting not good fast.
Well, she's going to be buried in a second or two if she keeps spotting balls.
Well, I think she would have been better off just missing that ball on purpose and hanging it in the pocket. And you know, even though it's not a great move, it's better than doing this. So, you know, this is an all or nothing shot. And
why not bank the yellow and try and stun over behind the other red on the top rail there? Why not just try and do something like that?
I think that yellow goes, to be honest with you, Hugh. I think it'll go in the pocket.
Well, it does
She's
go.
gonna shoot it.
It does go, but it's
Yeah,
you know,
she's gonna shoot it. It's got enough room there. It's got more room than you think.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be into the corner pocket, this 8-ball. I don't believe she's going to try and do anything acrobatic. Just get the cue ball out.
If you try to get it down to the side pocket, it's hard to avoid that red.
Yeah, just get it out. That'll do it.
Yeah, she has a pretty good feel for this cue ball. Her speed with it's good. We saw that in the last match she played. Now she's starting to play more like I expected up front.
Has Stubb sent you any counter proposal, semi-pro? Well, she's now found herself in the lead. What was she, 4-1 down? I'm sure she was 4-1 down, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. She was 4-1 down.
That table looks very similar to what the last rack did up in the top left-hand side.
You got to take yellows, and this is perfect to shoot the one in the corner and slide over and get the one that's in trouble there. It's not even in trouble. You can shoot it right off the bat. So Zangetsu is looking like he's going to at least even things up here. Welcome
to Win 8. Well, at least Zangetsu's got a fellow South African in the spectators. I think he needs all the support he can get now, Win 8.
Oh, Semi-Pro's not going to mute Stubb because he wants to hear it, and then he wants to get mad.
He wants to get wound up by it, yeah.
And then he's going to screw himself up. I mean, he's got his process of how to screw things up.
Yeah, Stubb knows how to pull the strings.
No, I'm talking about Semi-Pro.
Yeah,
he knows how to sabotage himself. He won't mute Stubb.
Well, this is a must for Zangetsu, and is he playing this? Is he playing the straight yellow? Yeah, that's the idea. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short. I mean, you got to give this. You can't hit this too easy, because if you hit it too easy, you could leave yourself too much angle. But I think he's okay here, because you can just kind of dink draw this. He's not even going to do that. He got himself funny though. That's why I would hit the one before that a little harder, because you could have got it to roll out a little more and had a little better angle.
That's a little test of this. Oh, he's a mile out.
Well, there we go. And you know, it's just simple little things.
Well,
and I'll tell you, as players get better, first off, they're probably getting a better angle on that shot in the side pocket and getting an easy shot in the 8-ball. But even if they did do that, you know, really good players recover better. And I'm not saying Zangetsu isn't a really good player. I'm talking about, you know, when you get up to the very top level, those guys recover better if they make a mistake.
Well, that was a shot. Could have done with been actually tighter in amongst those reds.
Yeah, tighter would have been nice, but this is, you know, that's pretty good. There's no easy kicks there. I mean, I would go 2 rails into it just because you can get speed on it. 2 or 3 rails into it, because that's the one bad thing about this game is because you can shit balls in. You know, this kind of play here, there's no really good controlled play, so I would slam it and try to get that black moving.
I think the problem is he hasn't got. I don't think he's got the line. Has he?
No, he can go 2 rails, 2 or 3 rails. He's got his choice. He could have gone 2 or 3 rails there into it with speed.
Well, this is a little test here for LS3 because 8-ball's wide open and there's nothing that's a gimme here right now.
I just shoot this one down the rail. You're going to get another shot and it gets that ball out of the way. I shoot the one that's, you know, the just out from the one on the rail. I wouldn't shoot this one out in the open because you could miss this. Plus, you could get no shot after this.
Yeah, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, that's not the ball I would have shot it. And see what's happened here? Well, yeah, see, she got no shot.
Oh,
so now she's going to have to play a tricky little safety. She can't easily get to the ones that are over on the rail because those would be ideally the ones you want to get behind. Yeah, that was the wrong ball. She should have shot the one that was just out from the one next to the rail.
That one there, that was the one that was the best odds of
All
going
you had
in.
to do was roll it, and you were going to have a shot on another ball. Instead, she rolled the wrong ball. It was easy to see the cue balls coming over here, and real good chance you're not going to have a shot. She's going to play a little dink behind this red, and I think that's the right shot.
I don't think it's worked out though.
No, she didn't get there.
No.
But she shouldn't have had to shoot that shot. She just shot the wrong ball there.
Yeah, a table that she was in control of.
Yeah, that's, you shouldn't be losing when you got all those balls and your opponent's got just the black.
So all square. LS3's breaks dry. Cue ball thinks about scratching. 8 balls looking into the side pocket. Well, look at this. Look at the state of this table. Look at this.
This is interesting. I guess you're going to take yellows here. Play the red onto the yellow.
Oh, well, got you. I think
play the red onto the yellow, and then deal with yellows. I mean, you got one ball. It's you got a close to the 8 ball, but it goes down the rail into the corner.
Yeah, got to cut the red onto the yellow, and then you've got the that one. You've got to. Well, that's the one that's going to be the problem.
Well, I'd play for it right now. I'd hit this with low left and draw it back, and so I could shoot the yellow right now.
Yeah, and if you don't get
in the corner or low left,
you don't get perfect on it. You've got easy bailout balls that are handy.
And he's not going to do that. And see that right off the bat, I can tell you that's a mistake. Because they had a chance to get on the ball right then and didn't do it, and now
he's got another chance
to come back and bite you.
Well, why doesn't he cut the one that's on the right side where he is, where his cue is now? Why doesn't he cut that and get across? He could bump the other red and still be on the yellow down the rail.
Yeah, I mean, it's how many, I watch people do this and just, now here's the third and fourth chance. He's got 2 balls he can get on with it.
He's going to, this is going to go. Yeah, it does go.
Oh, I didn't realize it went up in that corner.
Yeah, I never thought there was enough room.
The thing is, if you miss this, you're dead.
Whoa.
If that hangs in the pocket, you're screwed because you got all those balls in front of it.
No prizes for guessing where LS3 is going to hide if she gets to the table.
Yeah, well, she may not get to the table here. Well, this is sitting pretty good. He's going to shoot this down the rail and then come across for this one in the side pocket.
When did you? What days and what times did you send him for semi? Bearing in mind it's going to be like 7:30 or something like that. Sometime, maybe during the week or over the weekend. Yeah, I think the problem with that though is, to be fair, again, as much as we're going about Stubb, to be fair to Stubb, if he's working, then obviously middle of the afternoon during a weekday might not be good for him. Well, that's what Newcastle need to do. They need a win. Well, you've given him plenty of time.
How'd you like to be Stubbs' boss?
Well, maybe Stubbs his own boss. Maybe he's a freelance time waster.
Well, let's see here. Well, this is an interesting table. You got a couple balls in real trouble. You take a blast at that one red right now and try to clear them. That's what I would do. I'd shoot the red that's up hung in the corner right now, and with a lot of speed. Now you are taking a chance of potentially making a black someplace, but I mean, you could shoot this one that's straight in and come down to the end rail. Well, that's not a bad play there.
Well, the table's good now.
The yellows all go.
That one up top go, does it?
Yeah, everything goes. That was actually a pretty nifty shot because it was under control. I like that better in my shot.
Well, that awkward yellow's going to go now. Yeah, Stubb, you can't have two sentences that make any sense out of Stubb. You know, if you ask him a couple of questions, you don't get any sort of understandable answer from him. Maybe he's got, I know this is a serious point, maybe he's got learning difficulties. Maybe.
Well, the way he talks, you'd think he was a nuclear weapons expert.
Maybe
he's what was that?
Maybe he's they call them idiot savants, don't they? Or something like that. Maybe he's something like that. Or is that a non-politically correct statement I've just made there?
That was terrible. He just missed. He had a ball that was. He had 90% of the pocket, and he hit into the 10%. The other ball was there. Well, did I ever tell you I'm an idiot savant on the golf course?
No, but we've got a fair idea that you are, judging by the stuff you tell us at Hams.
I can tell you, I'm an idiot savant. You know, the problem I've got is I'm 90% idiot, 10% savant.
Well, the good thing is at least you know that, Steve. It's always good that you understand that.
Well, she didn't try to break that out, so I'm assuming she's going to try to shoot the combo, because I don't think those balls go.
That's how the hell are you going to play that as a combo? You've got to be sitting good on it for a start. I mean, there is a gap.
Yeah. She could bump it right now. You're going to have to crank this a little. She's trying to go forward. I would stun this over. I think going forward is harder, but she got it. Good shot. It must be the clubs. Well, I'm not much for blaming my clubs, honestly, but
adopting Stubb.
Oh God, I've got enough problems without having him around. Well, and this you just have to roll. Now, this is the kind of shot. This will go wide of those balls easy. With a regular cue ball, you could go wide of those. With this cue ball, it's like, see, there's no reason to do anything but roll this. And see what she does? She does some kind of stun thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to do that. It wasn't going to hit those balls.
See, but it's still the untrustworthiness that players have with the cue ball. That's what it is, Steve. They just don't... And that's catching a jaw.
Well,
that's not going in.
See, she shot the ball the wrong way, and now she's going to end up losing the game. I mean, it's just it's so frustrating to me. I don't even play this game with this cue ball, and I know that there's no way that would have hit the yellow or the black.
Well, like 8 out of 10 players would have probably played that in a similar way because they don't understand how the cue ball, and more importantly, they don't trust it.
The cue ball's always going to go sideways before it goes forward. With the heavier cue ball, it doesn't go sideways quite as much before it goes forward. With this light one, it goes sideways more. So, I mean, look at this.
Well,
give it back.
There's a gift and a half.
Oh, that's got to make him sick to his stomach. I mean, that's you know, you do that, and that's kind of when you puke in your mouth a little bit.
6 apiece.
Well, that hurt.
But the way LS3 played it immediately is because she's watched the 8 balls going in. She's just not trusting the cue ball.
But that's the thing.
And you're right what you're saying. It is going more to the right, but to trust it to do it all the time, that's the thing that's got players 50-50 each time.
She's better than that. That's the thing. At the level she's at now, she should not be, you know, making that kind of mistake. I mean, maybe I expect too much of people, but, you know, that's how I look at myself when I'm playing, because I want to get better.
Well, LS3's break was dry, and Zangetsu.
If I was LS3 after this match, I'd go set up that shot and shoot it a bunch of times and figure out, you know, that there's easier way to play it.
Well, it's got to be reds, I think.
I don't think you can see this red, can
you not get past the 8 ball?
I can never see these shots. Obviously.
Well,
boy, that barely went in.
Goodness me, though. Hang on a minute, though.
That was crazy.
Well, he certainly ain't getting another red from this position. I'll tell you that. He's nailed to the yellow. It's a touching ball.
Well, he could do a 270-degree masse shot.
It's touch. Now, here's a question. It's a touching ball, but did it come up saying full snooker? Because he's obviously nominated a ball. He's on reds.
He's not full snookered. You can see that red.
He's hang on a minute. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's snookered because if he plays it,
no,
can he get
he's
it?
Not full. He's not full snookered. There's a difference between snookered and full snookered.
No, it's
because you're snookered if you can't see like both edges of the ball. A full snooker means you can't see any part of the ball.
Well, I just the only thing that had me puzzled there was where that where the cue ball was actually touching that yellow, whether it was our side of the yellow, which case you couldn't get to the red. You know what I mean? Sort of slightly further round the equator of the yellow, where if you go forward, you're going to move the yellow.
I don't know. I wouldn't agree with this statement that I just seen in chats because LS3 I think is pretty familiar with this cue ball. She plays good position with it. I mean, she played great last match with it. There's just obviously there's some shots that she's still bamboozled by, but she moves the cue ball pretty well with this light cue ball.
Well, I would say, put it this way, if you're in a tournament like this, I don't think it's advisable to be coming in here and spending your downtime in the lobby and playing 9-ball if you've got a match coming up. I think that's pointless. You've got to stay in the black ball game.
Yeah, you got to get a feel for this cue ball. You're exactly right. You should be practicing black ball so you have a real good feel for how the cue ball plays. I mean, that's really the most important thing. When I warm up before I play, I go to someplace, I'm playing a tournament or something. All I'm doing is trying to get the table figured out. How grabby the felt is, how bouncy the rails are, the speed. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sit there and like run out a bunch of racks. I'm trying to get a feel for how to move the cue ball on the tables that I'm going to play. Well, now, obviously, VP4 is the same all the time, but if you're going to go play 9-ball and then try to come in and play with this light cue ball, that's the one place where it's not going to be the same.
Well, Zangetsu just ghosted the cue ball all between the reds and yellows there, never hit anything, and LS3's got a free gift here to start.
Yeah, I'm wondering why where she's going with this.
Well, I think it's the yellow into the corner, yellow into the side, isn't it, past the 8-ball? Is that the plan here?
Yeah, well, I think she's got a funny angle to do that, though. This angle's no good to shoot that one in the side.
Well, she might be going forward, but I don't know. It looks as if she's trying to hold the cue ball.
Well, this is the problem. This cue ball's going to want to go sideways more. Yeah, well, she's just bumping it up there.
Well, that's a free shot, though, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really the right play because that way she does get the shot in the side. But see what she does here. Looks like she's going to play this ball she's close to and come across. I mean, she's still got some issues with these two yellows here because they're a little funny. The two yellows are close to each other.
No, she could get herself a wee bit out into the table here if she hits this a wee bit. No, she's hitting it soft. The reason I say it, well, again, look at the one on the side. She can go forward with the one on the side and get into a line and get rid of one of these yellows here. She could leave that one as the last one for the 8 into the side, the one that's up in the top left.
I'm telling you right now, this is going to be trouble. Because you're going to have to do something to get to the other yellow because you're going to shoot this one, you're going to bump the other one.
So it's this.
So are you going to draw this? You're going to try to go forward? I mean,
just dink that and come out.
But the thing is even if you get a better angle, you still got the same problem. I mean, there's now probably a shot you could try is rolling forward on this and maybe shoot that up table, but the cue ball is going to hit this other yellow.
Looks like it.
If this was me, I'd be drawing this into it like that. That was a smart shot because that gave her a chance to get position.
Now she's got to leave the cut angle on this yellow. That way you're going to open up the cue ball for the 8.
This is easy. This is just a dink.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Needed the cut
automatic.
angle.
Yeah, and this is what she was doing last time, running out racks like this where, you know, that wasn't any kind of gimme rack. As I'm saying, she moves this cue ball pretty good. I mean, obviously she doesn't have it 100%, but she's pretty good with it. That's why I expect more from her. I expect that, you know, she's not going to shoot the wrong shot because she has a good feel for it.
Well, Zangetsu now breaking to try and even the score again. Now, a reminder to the latecomers, if you fancy keeping me company at 2 AM in the morning my time, we've got the match between Vinces and Chiku. 2 AM early Wednesday morning or later on in the evening East Coast time, around about 9 PM.
Well, I can't see him not taking yellows. I mean, not where the 8 ball is. I think he's going to have to take yellows.
Do you take yellows now and bump the 8 ball out a wee bit, or do you leave it where it is? I think the angle he had wasn't good for that. Maybe not.
He could have bumped it. I don't know. You know, I mean, is it worth bumping it down the rail a little? Maybe. Doesn't really matter when you dog it like that.
Well,
I mean, everything becomes a moot point when you miss a ball like that. It's just like, you know, you could have the best laid plan and be Van de Va. Oh, it doesn't matter.
This ain't a run-out table for LS3, I'll tell you that.
Especially now. So, yeah, she's going to have to play some kind of positional shot here. If she could put a ball down in front of this other corner pocket, that would be good. I'm not sure she can. Going to make that one. Yeah, I mean, it's doable. She could get out. It's just going to be tough. Looks like she may take a whack at this one red into the yellow here. And I think that's a smart play. Now, if she can somehow get position for the other one, that would be even a greater play. Yeah, that was asking a lot, but...
Oh, what do you do now? What do you do with this?
Well, she was trying to get on this. That's a good question. This is what's called trouble.
Trying to cut the other one, the first red over to the far corner, I think. She's looking at the angle.
And that's a reasonable shot to shoot at. I mean, obviously it's not easy, but I don't see a kiss there.
Well, I think
that's the thing you got to watch out for on this shot is a kiss, but I don't think there's a kiss on this one.
Well, it's going in. That's well done. I don't know whether she really wanted that to go in, though, because I think if you think maybe further ahead in the rack, having a red over here blocking that 8 ball, which there is a red there doing that right now.
This is do or die. She's trying to run out. So she goes forward off the long rail, gets position. Oh, that's no good.
She don't hit it.
I guess she wants to cut this other ball up there. Yeah, that might not be a bad plan. I was thinking play position on this other one, then draw the cue ball back, but she's going to cut her trouble ball right now.
What is Steve's favourite cue game? You don't get him started on bloody one pocket again. He's already mentioned it earlier on.
That's not my favourite game. That's not even close.
He talks about it all the time, but it's not his favourite game. There's a headline.
I think it's a great game, but it's not my favourite game.
10 ball.
I suck at it. Look at that shot. That's a great shot. She got good position, and you know, I mean, this LS3. She can really play this game. It's. She's got to learn how to come out and play better right out of the gate, because if she does this kind of match against the best players, she's probably going to end up losing, because you can't afford to get down like 4-0 before you start playing.
We'll see the break.
No, it's not racy and it's not straight. My favorite game to play is 10 ball.
This is the wrong game, isn't it? This is a 3 cushion. That's why I couldn't work out what the hell was happening there.
Yeah, it helps if you look at the right bracket. Well, LS3's up 8-6, and she's got a good table here. Oh, right. She tried it. See, there was a mistake with the cue ball. That was a cue ball mistake. She, the light cue ball got her there. Well, she's still okay, though.
She knows who she's going to be playing if she wins out here tonight. She's going to be playing...
That was a well-played shot there. Hit it with inside English. Unfortunately, didn't get a shot on one of the ones on the side. She overcooked it a little, but this is pretty natural. You just don't want to bump the ball. You want to come by it.
One pocket slim is a target next for LS3 if she can prevail.
Yeah. Well, this has to be a draw shot here. You got to miss this other yellow. You can come down to the end rail and then shoot this other yellow. So yeah, she's got to jack up on this ball some. It's basically a stun shot is what it is.
Watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball.
Yeah. See, she drew the ball. She needed to stun the ball, and she drew it. And that's, that's not going to work. Well, that's a good hit. Oh, she's going to get lucky, boy, for a second there. She could have come up on that block.
That was almost a cobra. Well, I'll tell you something else. She got really lucky here because...
Is that what that's called when you get lucky now? Is it called a cobra?
It's a cobra. She's left nothing on here. Barely left nothing on. I mean, I think Zangetsu is trying to convince himself he can get to that red up top, but I don't see that happening.
So I'm talking to my buddy, and he says, "Oh, I had a nah today." I'm like, a nah? What's a nah? This is a golf thing. So Kevin Na one tournament, he tries to play the ball out of the shit and takes a 14. My buddy goes, I had a nah. I go, what's that? He goes, I took a 14. Let me tell you what, it's hard to take a 14 in golf. You got to really work at it.
Yeah, 14. Well, oh dear.
I think this is getting the last stand saloon for Zangetsu. He needs to get out here.
Well, that was a good first shot he played. He used the rail and
how's that one?
That's not bad. That gives him a backup plan.
Well, I think you don't want to give anybody any chance. Is LS3 going to shoot at this? I would. I'd try to cut this ball in the other corner and hit it hard, and there's a good chance that red will come out of there because it's going to go to the right side of it. I'd actually shoot this.
A double kiss here, I think.
Maybe she was trying to play a carom. That would have been a very difficult carom to pull off. Well, I mean, Zangetsu actually got real lucky here because he can shoot his trouble ball right now in the side pocket.
Well, I don't believe for 1 minute he's going to leave a 3-ball combo up table. He's got to get either up into the kitchen and clear that one ball that's blocking the pocket, or get inside it on the side rail, and the long rail to take it out.
Well, and that was kind of silly not getting over there. That's that light cue ball again. You got to hit the thing. He's still fine. I mean, going to shoot this in the side and come down to the end rail. Yeah, now the important thing on this one, you got to choose which side of this ball you're going to. If you're going behind it, you got to make sure you hit the other red. If you don't hit the other red, then you're going to be shooting a combo. You can go short of it, but the problem with that is this yellow here. And he didn't even get by the first one.
Well, that's no man's land for them, so he's going to have to clear the 8-ball pocket.
No, he can shoot this one on the side if he wants.
Oh, I don't think I'd fancy that.
Yeah, you got to be careful about running up on this yellow with this shot, because it's real easy to put the cue ball right on that yellow.
I don't think he's convinced either of these two at all here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to shoot this one, you got to avoid the 8 and the yellow.
Oh dear, hang on. What's he done?
Yeah.
I think he's okay as far as the 8 ball still has a pocket.
No, 8 ball still has plenty of pockets. So.
Well, this, to stay in touch, and don't forget, we're only running to 11 here, so we're running out of racks. Oh dear, this is going to be testy. I mean, I think he's got a line to get out of there behind the yellow. Oh, perfect. Needs to keep going. The more it goes, the more it opens up. Shouldn't be a problem.
So, now it's 8-7.
And whose break is it? It's Zangetsu next as well.
That was a golden opportunity. If it was 9-6 and a race to 11, he would be in real trouble. And now he's right back in the match.
Oh, big rack. Oh, they're all moving. None of the yellow's gone in.
Yeah, the thing you got to realize about pool games is that different games and different formats, it's more disadvantage to be behind. Like if you're playing 9-ball winner break, you know, get up and run 6 racks. If you're playing 9-ball alternate break, you can still get some luck because a guy might break dry and, you know, it's easier to run out. When you're playing a game like this, where you're going to have a lot of problem tables, people are going to do moves, and it's hard to make up games. And it's alternate break.
Yeah, I mean, your chances of a sensational comeback in this game, if you're well behind, is part and parcel due to your opponent more than anything. You know what they give you.
That was a huge game. You know, if he's down 9-6, he's in deep trouble, and he escaped there. So he's got a chance to win.
This red in the top rail's a bit of a concern. Does it go past the 2 yellows along the rail? Let's have a look. Oh, you got a bust through there. Not a problem.
Yeah, the only problem is he's got himself a little funny here. Now you got to be a little careful with the shot with this light cue ball. If he's going to shoot at that ball up past the 8, he's thinking better of it. I like the ball on the long rail here and just shoot it and come across and run into those 2 yellows.
Yeah.
Who cares if you separate them? I mean, you're playing to run out here at this point. And that's an okay shot, but here's the problem with the direction he's headed. He's going to have that one on the end rail left last. So, you know, that's a do or die, get on it type of ball. Not that this should be extremely difficult, but we've seen
watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball.
We've seen easier situations screwed up.
Yeah.
There we go. There it is. I mean, I thought he could have rolled that ball. I thought he was okay. He thought maybe side pocket. So
he just beat me to it there. I was just going to say now that usually provokes a semi-pro wiggle.
I'll tell you the play here is try to put him on this red on the long rail because neither one of those two yellows goes. But that's a very difficult shot where these balls are sitting.
Is he trying to drop the other side and duck in towards the yellows? Because he'd end up being hooked probably doing that. I mean, LS3 would just roll behind him.
Well, you can shoot a Mass A shot because you'll probably get shaved. This is a tough shot because you got to get it on it because of the ball in the side pocket.
Yeah, well, that's left that on.
Yeah, you had to be stuck on it. If you were stuck on it, then it would have been really good. That was a tough shot. So LS3 will probably get these balls split apart. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. Got to watch the red here.
This is too straight, I think. It's too straight, that. If she was going to try a breakout from there, so she got another chance to get there, but she's shooting it now. She's going to duck. That's what she's going to do.
No, I think she's going to take another whack at getting on that where she can break those.
I thought that's what she was contemplating there when she was looking at that yellow, but it's far too straight.
And here she goes getting straight on it again. She's got a little angle. You can get to it from here, going forward. Here we go, folks.
Well, that will do as far as bumping it, and she's got a tasty little cut to get back up.
Yeah, this is...
Now, the only thing you can do here is hook yourself behind the other yellow, or is it, do they both go?
This is fairly safe. You'd want to... I like the line of running into the yellow that's off the rail. That's actually a better line than my line, because that was a really good line. If you're confident enough, you can get the cue ball there on the short side. That's really good.
Well, you've got to dink this in a wee bit to get that cue ball out.
I wouldn't have had the confidence with this light cue ball to shoot that shot, done. But obviously she does. Yeah, now if you're going to go forward off the rail, you got to hit this.
Get out, yeah.
See, and she didn't hit it. That's
into that dodgy spot.
She's played with this cue ball so much, she should know you got to hit that to get it to come out off the rail. You don't want this shot. Good shot. I mean, I'm sitting here commentating this. I don't know jack shit about playing this game, and I know you got to hit that ball.
Well, LS3 trying to take this match away from Zangetsu, but she's come up immediately dry. Table's horrible though.
Yeah, but this is sort of a do or die for Zangetsu. He needs to win this game, because if she gets on hill 7, he's probably going to be cooked. So this is the kind of table where you got to be able to play. I mean, you're going to have to move balls. Maybe you're going to end up playing safe. Usually the situation like this, the first thing you want to do is find out which balls you like, and then, you might just make one ball and then play safe. Or if you have some strategy for running out and breaking the balls, and you try to execute that. If you're going to take a blast, early's good, but that wasn't a very convincing blast. That was hit pretty easy.
Well, in actual fact,
that really improved the table.
The table's not as ugly as it might seem to look, because first of all, you can get to the 8 ball.
He just moved a bunch of balls,
and
this is a cinch here. You just roll this ball in. All you have to do is roll this ball, and you're going to get a shot on this one over here, and you're off and running. This is just a dink, just like that. Yeah. So this is a little tricky here, because you're going to have to avoid that yellow and then come out and shoot the ball that he's next to right now. You could shoot the other ball, but I would leave that. I'd play position on the ball he's right up against.
Well, I think he might be trying to get back at least. I don't know why he had to try and do that. And that's, I mean, he's actually that red still goes. And now he's shooting.
What do you mean it still goes? What kind of Houdini magic do you know, Hugh?
Well,
if you think that goes.
No, I was worried about the touch that he made on the red, because he would have brushed the red dead, but obviously what I wasn't expecting was to end up there.
Why do you think I was laughing? That was about the worst thing you could have done.
Well, he got the hit.
That was a pretty good shot, actually, but she's going to play safer. She might shoot this ball inside, but I have a feeling she's going to play safe.
Well, I think she'll cut that in the side and maybe go for a bump or something. Hope to get maybe lucky here. I think she's
if you miss it, you could lose the game.
And no shot.
Yeah, see that
Well, wait a
She's
minute.
got a shot, but the question is if you don't have a plan to run this table, then safety sounds better. She had an easy safe just coming off that one that was by the side pocket, leaving the ball near there and running down this rail and behind these balls. She had a pretty good safety. So now she's going to try to get safe here, and that's not bad.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere back here. That's what I was saying. That she could have come back here around this corner pocket on the last shot and left that ball on the table out in the middle of the table. If you're going to make balls and take balls off the table, then you better have a plan, because otherwise all you're doing is helping your opponent.
Welcome to... Now, from now on, vertical liquid's now going to be abbreviated to VL. So, coldest pillow, anybody that's got two names is going to get abbreviated. So, we've got CP and VL in the house tonight. Good evening.
Well, the problem Zangetsu had with that shot was he had some safety plays where she would maybe have a shot, but it was going to be very easy for her to play safe.
Well, the yellow can be cheated into the corner pocket past that red.
Well, I think at this point she's probably going to try to run out.
Now, why not take that one right now when you're on it? Why not take that one past the red?
Yeah, it's a little dicey. That's the only reason why. I mean, if you're a little unsure of it.
You ever going to? I mean, you end up having to get into this tighter space to cut it down the other way. I wouldn't like that.
But you got enough room to shoot up table. I mean, I look at that ball on the end rail. You shoot that ball on the end rail, and then you shoot that ball up table. See, she just shoot this ball on the end rail and go forward, and make sure that you go forward enough so you don't have too much cut angle. You can go forward more than you think here with this light cue ball.
See, it's short. Maybe she's dropping into the side. Is it that tight into the side?
I'd shoot this in the corner myself, but she might shoot in the side. The problem with shooting in the side is that you're not going to get the shot you want on the next ball.
Yeah.
So you got a funny angle here. That's why I didn't like that play. I would have shot in the corner so I could come out and be better on a ball than this.
No, I'm all the one name. I'm all the one name. I've not got a space. Well, like vertical liquid.
The play here is to hit it into the top side of the 8-ball. So you're going to basically hit kind of a little stunner, and you want to hit this 8-ball square of the top side. Could you make it? Yeah. That's why you really want to be on the top side. You don't want a lot of speed here. Yeah, see, she didn't hit it. And there we go again. There's the light cue ball. She needed to bump that 8.
Look who's arrived.
Now it's trouble.
Yeah, an underscore. See, you don't have a space between your name, but you're still two names.
That was a good shot. Would have been better at a lighter speed, so the ball hung in front of the pocket.
Shang Tung. Who the hell's Shang Tsung sub?
Is it the queen? Is this the queen?
Chang Tsung stub.
Well, is he going to play safe here, or he's just going to shoot this because he knows that he's not going to give up a shot? He's playing shape for the ball close to him there. He's just going to dink this up there. The only problem with this shot is if you underhit it and you don't get to a rail of the pocket. Now he's thinking twice about it.
Well,
go up table now.
I mean, we're stating the obvious again. He has to get out, doesn't he? I mean, you can't mess this up.
Yeah, well, LS3 is still making some mistakes with this cue ball. And she gets a little more used to it, because that shot, it just got away from her. The light cue ball came back too far. I'm sure she must have been trying to bump the 8-ball.
Well, this has got to be good on this final red. Let's have a look.
Yeah, that's not as good as you could be, but
no.
it's Now you got to decide whether you're going to wham it or just roll it and take the cut.
Is he going to? Well, is he going to just run forward, or is he going to jack up and jab it a little bit?
Well, you got to run forward because you don't want to shoot. You want to shoot. Well, I don't like that shot.
Oh dear, disaster!
I would have gone forward. Because, and the reason why is because no matter what cut you came up with the ball by the corner pocket by the yellow, you could play a shot that you wouldn't sell out.
I'll take the blame for that because it was me that queried, is he going to jack up and jab it a little bit, and that's what he did. So he took his own bait there.
Oh, that was, yeah, I would not have shot it like that.
Oh, this is a little dinky test as well.
Yeah, no, this is just understanding how to play off a ball that's hung in a pocket, and obviously she does.
Well, it's a long road back now. And that was the first nail in his own coffin there from Zangetsu. Maybe the second one having scratched.
Well, semi-pro, the way these tournaments tend to go is if you play good enough to win them, then the important thing is showing up for the big matches.
Look at this table. The break is dry, and it's a run out for the match here for LS3. Now, these are the things that, you know, in our matches you've been doing well with this sort of table, but got to make a big decision here, because look at the 8-ball and that yellow.
I'd take the yellows. I would definitely take the yellows here.
Well,
the red's doable, yeah.
Well, I tend to agree with you, because if you've got two yellows up there where you've got a chance of getting a bump on that yellow. I mean, that yellow might go past the 8-ball from the other side, but how are you getting to that? Well, you could leave it short. I don't know that. See, that angle there, you're going to pot the yellow and bump the 8-ball, aren't you? Or run into the yellow.
Yeah. You are, and then you can shoot this yellow that she's next to and go up table.
What you don't want to do is just push the 8-ball onto the other yellow, and that'll work. Now, how is she for a follow-up shot?
Yeah, she wanted to shoot the one that's on the end rail. She still can.
Good evening to Bedhead.
She's going to shoot this other one maybe and try to go around the table. I don't like shooting this one now, and the reason I don't like shooting this one now is you need this one to get on the other one. See, this is a mistake to shoot this yellow that she's looking at.
Yeah, she's got to take the cut up table, is she not?
Yeah. Well, she had two different cuts she could have played up table.
Well, she's still got a shot.
Well, she can go between the red and the long rail here. She can play a position on it, but this is like a do or die. You gotta put more top than you think, or you're gonna hit the side pocket titty, just like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I can see this crap coming. She's like cue ball.
She's still got a shot.
She's still alive somehow. This is like one of these amazing runouts. She's got to play up table now. There's just no doubt about it. And is that going to get there? It is. That's a beautiful shot.
Is she going out of there though? That's the question.
Well, you're gonna rub this red. So what you're gonna have to do is load this up with a lot of English and spin it, because you're definitely gonna rub this red, and you need to get it past. You need to get in the gap between the next two reds. Now she decides to, and you know what? That's not a bad play.
Well, it's either going to work or it's not going to work, this shot. You know, obvious thing is hooking behind a red somewhere on the right side.
She accepted a tougher shot for a guaranteed, I know I'm going to get a shot on this, and that's never really that bad a play, is going for the guaranteed I'm getting a shot. I mean, I respect that kind of play, because, you know, if you're snookered, it doesn't do you any good.
Right, it needs to run, and that will do it.
There it is. Oh, that's beautiful. That was a nice out there.
Going to be a wee bit hampered, but this for the match. Well, she sort of came good in the end after a ropey start, but there's a lot of room for improvement.
Look who's here. Paul's here.
Oh, hello and goodbye.
You got here just on time for that.
So, well done to LS3.
Good win for LS3 there.
So confirmation will pop up in a second, but One Pocket Slim, who's been lurking in the background, spying on his next opponent, is going to be the opponent for LS3.
LS3 says, "Phew, you got away with that one. You had me in a pickle jar for the first half of it." Well, I would look at it the other way. LS3 put herself
in a pickle jar. Yeah. Right, so that is the black ball for tonight. There's no more matches in the schedule, at least there wasn't an hour ago. And the match that we have later on tonight is the match between Chiku and Vinces, which is at 2 AM in the morning my time, 9 PM Eastern. And I will be there for that. I'm going to bed and I'll set the alarm for 1:30 and I'll get up. And I'm one of the many of you going to be around then. That shows you how crazy I am. But no work tomorrow, so I don't care. Right, well, I'm heading for a bit of snooker and a cup of coffee. I don't know what Steve's doing.
I'm going to go do something. There's a good chance I'll be back. I'd like to see this match later. We'll see what actually ends up happening there.
Well, I'll look out for you. And Slim's going to keep me company. That's good. Right, so with that, folks, well done to LS3. Good luck in the next match. Good luck to Slim in his next match. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks to Steve for his company. Thanks to all you guys for joining. We'll bid you good night and maybe see you later. Take care.
Yep. Good night, guys.